Okay, now we're looking real good on this gun, little toy gun, toy pistol. Okay, now we'll just kind of look at it here, and we're going to paint this. We're going to paint it, and okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go ahead and start bringing this trigger guard down even more. I told you we're going to have to thin that up. Now let's look at that. See? Let's just kind of thin it up just a little bit. Now you don't want to thin it up too much now, because a child will, you know, a child's pretty rough with a little gun. So you want to be careful. We don't want to thin it up so much that a child will just break it right off the bat, you know. So somewhere around in this area, we're getting down to where we want to be. That way it's plenty thick enough for the child to play with. And basswood's a good wood. But basswood should be a good enough wood to play. Or you can carve it out of pine or something like that. Okay. Alright, now let's go ahead and let me get my pencil. There it is. Let's go ahead and draw where our barrel meets here. Okay. And let's go ahead and now the barrel, wait a minute, let me bring it down a little bit more. I'm sorry. Let me bring this down. It's still way too thick. Way too thick, especially at the top up here. Okay. This area up in here especially has to come down. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get our barrel shaped, and then we can bring the rest of the gun down to that area. Okay, and the same thing over here. And by getting our barrel shaped, then we know about how much to bring this area of the gun down a little bit more too. Now until we'll divide up where we have the larger barrel at the top and the smaller barrel when we get it kind of down to the area we want, okay? We'll divide that back up again. I think it was only about a ½ inch. And as we do that, we begin to sort of round off these areas in here. Sort of get them by going on each side, rounding them off by this, shaping it like this. Going down the barrel like this and just slowly removing on each side and getting these areas rounded off. Same thing here. We're going to go, but there we go. See that? How you go down each side. Just go down each side of the barrel and take a little wood off. Well, you actually get the barrel itself, the one huge round, kind of a round barrel, and then you begin to, at least on the sides and stuff. See that? Doesn't have to be perfect, folks. That's why a lot of people like to use the dowel, because it is already rounded off. You don't have to round it off. It's already done for you. Which is, that's not cheating, folks, okay? I don't even want to hear that. People, isn't that cheating? No, it is not. It's making you something, okay? Because you're going to have to carve this area anyway. You've got to do that no matter what. You've got to carve that area. So, I believe we were looking at, okay. Now let me take and redraw just as a figure. I think this was around a 1/2 inch. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. From the top up here, we're going to go about a 1/2 inch. And we're going to draw us a little line right in there. Or just basically do it with our hand. Work it like that. And then on this side, we'll do the same thing, just to kind of give a general idea. It don't have to be perfect, folks. Believe me, it doesn't have to be perfect. Around there. Somewhere around in there, okay. We'll just sort of draw our little barrel at the bottom, like that. Don't have to be perfect. Now, and we take our knife, and we begin to separate that. Now the little barrel at the bottom is, I think, going to be a little bit shorter, so we'll cut that off when we decide to do it. Okay, and we're going to do it over here. I'll show you. Oh, I lost my line. There we go. And kind of And then we start bringing this down in here. Okay. Okay, it's about time. Oh, time gets away from me here. Okay.